I just watched Godzilla vs. Gigan, which was the introduction of Gigan, but it's also the movie where Godzilla actually talks for some reason, and it was funny, so I wanted to make a video about it. The reason they included this was because this was when Godzilla was more kid-friendly. Godzilla 1954 was really serious and dark, while these movies decided to ditch that and become more appealing to kids. So to make it really obvious for children to know what Godzilla and Anguirus are saying, they decided to literally make them talk. But it's a pretty dumb moment, because yeah, Godzilla literally talks, so obviously it's a dumb moment. But it's kind of the case that what Godzilla was originally supposed to be was kind of lost here, because what Godzilla was in the first movie is so different from a good guy in kid-friendly movies that literally happens to talk. The way Godzilla talks is actually different between the Japanese and English versions. The English version is where they literally talk, like they actually speak English. Which is the one I'm talking about here, because like I said, this is the one where they actually talk. While in the Japanese version it's with speech bubbles, so they are not literally talking, but it shows what they are talking about. Which makes way more sense, like a translation of what the kaijus are saying. Like that's way better than literally talking. And I have no clue why they changed it to talking in the English version, and didn't just make English speech bubbles, because it would have just been a better choice. So the M Space Hunter Nebula aliens are planning to use King Ghidorah and Gigan to basically wipe out everyone on Earth. And they can control Ghidorah and Gigan with tapes. But the main characters get a hold of these tapes and play them, which make Godzilla and Anguirus hear the evil plan of the aliens. So Godzilla says, "Hey, Anguirus!" Anguirus replies with, Godzilla says, "Something funny going on, you better check." And Anguirus says, "Oh yeah." Godzilla says, "Oh yeah." So that's the first time Godzilla talks. The second time Godzilla talks is when they are traveling to check it out. And Godzilla says, "Hey Akira, come on, there's a lot of trouble ahead." And Anguirus says, and yeah, it sounds really dumb, and it looks really dumb for Godzilla to be literally talking in English. So it's a very dumb moment, and it could possibly hurt the movie overall in terms of actually being able to take it seriously at all. I don't think it mattered that much. I was pretty interested in the story, and this didn't really take away from that. It's just a funny moment. I did explain kind of why they did it, but I'm still confused about who actually approved this and thought it was a good idea. I don't personally think it really affects the movie. The movie wasn't really that serious in the first place. If this happened in like Shane, it would be completely different. According to his tweet, Toho has made Godzilla unable to talk. They apparently thought that Godzilla talking weakened and cheapened the character, but now they want to keep his more powerful and scary look. So they banned Godzilla from going back to talking, which means that this was and always will be the only time. So the person that actually voiced Godzilla in the English dub was Tess Thomas, which means that in terms of Toho movies, he's the only official voice that talks as Godzilla, which is actually pretty funny and also pretty cool. He also voices Kubota, which means that this character in the movie is technically Godzilla. So a reason for them doing this was kind of to tell you what the kaijus are thinking and talking about, but was that really necessary? No. If done right, they could have easily just visually explained what they were thinking in filming, without them literally talking or even doing the speech bubbles, even if that's still better than talking. So it's a dumb moment and didn't really need to happen. So I wanted to make a video specifically about Godzilla talking, but because I'm making a video about it after watching it, I also wanted to do a little review section on the movie itself. So basically I think this movie had a way more interesting story than I expected. And actually pretty decent characters. Like I didn't really expect this from this movie. I was also actually interested in watching the movie because the story was actually not that bad. I also think the action is decent. It's really outdated, but that's expected from a movie that released in 1972. I also think Gigan is really cool. I like Gigan's design and I like how it's used here. I also like him in Final War, so as an introduction of Gigan, I actually really like this. So I basically just think this is a good movie that has a dumb moment with Godzilla talking, but I don't really care that much. I don't really like the child-friendly direction that much, but I think it's fine. This movie could have been better if it was just a little more serious, but I still think it's pretty good in the way it currently is. This was a very dumb moment in this movie, but I still think the movie itself is pretty good. I will probably make more videos on the Showa era in the future, because I think these movies are fun to watch, but not really as good as what came after it. But I still really like this movie, so I want to talk about them. But yeah, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.